Welcome to Bums on Seats, where top marketers answer our questions about the marketing landscape. But we'd love to know what questions you'd ask. Just click on the link to give us your questions. Now here's our latest episode. Are there some sort of slippery steps as well on your way up? What kind of things would you advise people to avoid doing?
The common mistake that I think people make in marketing right now is thinking that you have to do your top button up on your shirt if you work in digital. Mm-hmm. You don't need to do that. Mm-hmm. But other common mistakes are, I think, getting sucked into the routine, getting sucked into a machine. Mm-hmm. And, the beauty of working in marketing is that, it is a blend of art and science, of magic and logic. And so much of what we're doing is moving towards sort of automation, whether it's programmatic or, sort of the automation of creative development. Mm-hmm. Doesn't need to be like that. So,
I think the biggest mistake is to believe you've made it. I think I think you never have, and I think there are a lot of people who spend a lot of time on their own brand and self-publicity, and I think that's fine, and I wouldn't criticise that, but actually I'm a great believer in good work stands for itself, and that's what you should be focused on. And I come back to this point about making work that makes a difference, and trying to be different, and that's what I think. I think if you concentrate on doing that kind of work, then you will get noticed. And I think bravery is a really good, people talk about risk, and unfortunately risk has become one of those words like creativity that's been a little bit devalued through overuse. But I think bravery is really important in marketing. It's easy in retrospect to say how good something was, but when you're trying something for the first time, or you're risking something that doesn't have a proven ROI, or where there is a chance that it could backfire, particularly in social, that's where you need to have balls. That's where you need to have courage.
Great, thank you.
A great brief should have brains, heart, and courage. I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, I think mistakes are a good thing because you learn from mistakes. And so on the flip of that, I think the biggest mistake people make is to not take risks because they're afraid to make a mistake. And taking risks and being brave is when I think some of the best work actually happens. So that would be the mistake people can make. In terms of a slippery step, I think sometimes it's very easy, and I've done this, it's very easy to get caught up in the creative process, and you sort of get sucked along with the emotion and the excitement of a creative idea, and lose sight sometimes of actually why you were doing it and what were the business objectives. So my sort of mantra is always to remind myself, follow the money. So if I do find myself getting swept away with a brilliant creative idea, I'll make sure I bring it and sort of anchor it back to that.